I want to talk about the early warning signs of domestic violence.
Tonight, as Morgan Hill continues to grieve the loss of 18-year-old Marissa DiNapoli, friends, family, and the community came together for a workshop about domestic violence. Good evening and welcome into KION News at 11. Now, last week, DiNapoli was found dead with several stab wounds, and her 20-year-old boyfriend, Martin Mendoza, was arrested and charged with her murder. Ata Shaheen reports from Morgan Hill, where folks are trying to honor Marissa by giving others the tools they need to escape abuse.
It's difficult for everyone to process Marissa DiNapoli's brutal murder, especially with many saying they saw boyfriend Martin Mendoza as possessive, violent, and manipulative. But as the domestic violence workshop laid out Wednesday evening, it's not so easy to get out, even if you know there's abuse going on. DiNapoli's sister, Monish Ramirez, struggled with domestic violence herself.
I never left him because I was scared, right? And in my head, like, my parents had all these kids together and they stayed together. They beat each other up all the time. They did drugs together. They must have loved each other, right?
Ramirez stayed with her abusive partner and said she easily could have wound up with the same fate that eventually befell her sister.
He brutally attacked me. He cut my ear off and slit my throat, and then he strangled me with the power cable. I shouldn't be alive right now.
She said something like this event could have helped her sooner and even saved her sister's life.
If somebody would have told me what the signs were, then I probably would have listened.
She said now a part of her mourning is being the influence that she and Marissa didn't have.
I didn't go through what I went through, and then I didn't watch my sister go through what she went through for us, my family, to not make a difference. And if it was at the expense of my sister, then she'll always be remembered.
Therapists and domestic violence experts led exercises and games to educate and make people feel more comfortable talking about the problem. Because they say many people don't realize the scope of domestic violence.
1 in 3 women and 1 in 4 men have experienced some form of physical violence in their lifetime. 29% of women and 10% of men have experienced rape, violence, or stalking. 1 in 3 teens will experience dating abuse before high school graduation. 24 people per minute experience abuse.
Well, domestic violence experts here said abusive people can often first appear as the ideal partner before things gradually start to change. Now, every abusive relationship is different, they said, but the most common tell that things could turn violent is that one person tries to establish power or control over the other. Reporting in Morgan Hill, Ata Shaheen, KION News, Channel 46.
Thank you, Ata. The National Domestic Violence Hotline is available 24/7 at 800-799-7233.